Jeff, what do you think is next for Adrien Broner? He had a couple of losses. Is his heart still in the game? Can he make the corrections? Can he come back and be a champion again?
Um, no disrespect to AB. AB is a great friend of mine. I love his spirit and everything, but it's up. That's you know, he's young, and that's up to AB. But you know, like I hear a lot of people say, you know, he's damaged goods because the Marcos Maidana fight. I hear people that's in his own camp, you know, so-called supposed to be in his own camp, say that you know, ever since he fought Maidana, he gun shy. He can't take a punch. He afraid of a big punch or whatever. But again, my point is, Adrien took Floyd's style and Mayweather, but had the same coaching. His coach never trained like Mayweather, so the rhythm was thrown off. He kept his training because of loyalty, which is a blessing, and that was the best thing he could have did, you know, to keep his coach because of loyalty. But my thing is, his coach, from him being loyalty to Adrien, he's supposed to went out and say, hey, man, I ain't never trained nobody the way you fight. Let's hire someone to help us out with this style. And then they still would have been on that level. But see, once he started fighting people that could maximize his strength and his power, then you start seeing him decline. And no disrespect to, again, Tank Davis. He's another fighter. His strength, he's strong for 130 pounds. But he started going up. He might be out at 135. But when he go to 140, you're gonna see a dethrone. Because why? It's, you know, once you neutralize his power, you know, you're gonna see a difference. Even though his fundamentals are a little bit better than Adrien's fundamentals, his feet ain't as wide. But again, he can box. His resume is a little stronger than Adrien's as far as the amateur background. But AB, to the question of, do you think he can become world champion again? Absolutely, he can. He has to put everything to the side and get focused and clean his house. You know, he need people that's going to show him fundamentals. If he's willing to listen to it, I don't know. But he need people to give him some structures. You know, his feet as wide as his shoulders. That's number one. That's the first that he needs to change. Fast as he is, you know, he can be way more explosive in boxing. And, you know, he let his hands go when someone stand in front of him. But when a person moves, he lost in the sauce. And, you know, or if a person stand in front of him that can maximize the same strength and power that he have, still lost in the sauce. You know, 40 years old, they was talking about Pacquiao old and everything, but Pacquiao threw more punches than him and was the more active movement, with the mobility in the ring than Adrien. You know, so age ain't nothing but a number. You know, in boxing, it's a number. Because Bernard Hopkins proved that to us. George Foreman proved that to us. Them type of fighters, they had better fundamentals than the fighters that up and coming today's day. They fundamentals ain't that. But again, a person like Bernard, when his strength got maximized, you saw when he moved up to light heavyweight, and really he truly wasn't a real light heavyweight, but the money was there. And when he moved up to light heavyweight, he fought them guys that was up and coming and just brute strong strength.
Chad Dawson.
Chad Dawson. These are the type of people that went straight to him. And, you know what I'm saying, dethroned him. You know, Kovalov. Did he fight Kovalov?
Fought Kovalov too.
Yeah. He got dethroned. You know, people that had the brute strength that he couldn't trick them, and he wasn't strong enough to use his little slickness on 'em. So, again, age ain't nothing but a number. You know, Adrien right now in boxing, his age, I think he's an older guy. As far as in boxing right now, he's like an OG to boxing because a lot of these guys is 20, 22, 23, you know, 20, you know, like the Devin Haney guy, he's 20 years old.
Yeah.
He's an up and coming fighter. He got a lot of mobility. He's a very exciting fighter. I like him.
Haney?
Yes, I like him. There's some few little things that he could work on, but overall, his foot tactic, his foot game is not as bad as, you know, his foot game ahead of the game from a lot of these fighters. You know, Shakur Stevens, good fighter. You know, he could put himself, foot game, he could tighten up his feet a little bit to get more power in his punches that I see. But as far as overall hallucinating and mobility and everything, great. He got it.